Hello, this is a Lighthouse Hall of Fame film from the European server. It's Akao and his VK2801. This entry will come in at number 3 on the VK2801 list. We're in Fisherman's Bay, North Spawn. There are 3 scouts on the enemy team and 2 on his, 1 artillery apiece. The enemy team is overloaded with heavies, whereas his team's mostly TDs and mediums. So they have the agility advantage, and we'll probably see action along the west front from his team, while the enemy team loaded with heavies is probably going to concentrate in town. Now, he's already told his team that he's coming over here and spotting down in this area, so off we go. There's a nice little short row of bushes over here that's perfect for this kind of stuff, and this enemy lineup is outstanding for it because with so many heavies, they probably aren't going to make a big play in the middle. And here we go. He's going to knock over these trees to get some added concealment from the angles where the bushes aren't going to protect him. And you can see how he can just spot everybody coming over here. Gets bushes off in the distance that are going to line up and allow him to fire in safety at these guys so he can spot and snipe, which is always a good thing. And the only thing you have to be aware of at the moment is if an enemy tank shows up in here, they could compromise your position. The next thing will be, as you can see, the T-3485, as it moves down the street, if it comes down far enough, it'll be able to spot over and see you, and there's nothing you can do because there's no bush to your left. So he gets spotted and backs around the building. Go for concealment. He's going to reach the point here in a while where he's just going to have to leave completely because he's going to be thoroughly compromised as they come up that street to his left. Now, if you're fighting a team with a lot of mediums and lights, this would probably be a half-court spotting run instead of setting up and just passive spotting, because of the fact they come up in here and run circles around up in here and they'll spot you. So you base what you do on what the enemy team composition looks like and what your team looks like. He spent his 30 seconds well and knew he was going to be able to come over there and sit and spot. So now he's moving up toward the middle of the field. Now, okay. Chaffee bursts through. Chaffee should have known he was over there, but he didn't. Maybe he thought KO was still over there and he was going to sneak by, but he guessed wrong and paid the price. I'm not going to stop the film, but look right now. We've already seen a heavy presence over in town. There's 4 TDs sitting right here. We have an advanced position. If these TDs could just look at the map and realize they greatly outnumber, there can only possibly be 3 or 4 tanks over here. They outnumber them probably 2 to 1. If they would just all move together, they could totally blow up the western flank. But the TDs are TDs, and they don't understand that tracks are meant to move. They're kind of like artillery. Once they set up, they're stuck there and they aren't moving. But if they were able to not only see what the minimap said, but correctly surmise the significance of the data, they would all be rushing right now, and they would literally be blowing the western flank away. But they're going to sit back there. He's going to snipe at the Tiger for a while. Those are the kind of wasted opportunities that can sometimes turn around and cost you the ball game. And they're still doing it. 1 TD's moving up. The Su-85's figured it out. They got 3 defenders. Well, there's 7 attackers if all the 6 attackers if all the TDs come. They had 2 to 1 odds. They could have gone down there and just blown the hell out of those people and pressed on to win the fight. And KO's going to head over that way now. And here comes the T-37 making a break for it. Ram! Although the T-37 did more damage in that ram, it was only because Akao's damage was limited by the fact that the T-37 was only half strength. Had the T-37 had more hit points to offer, Akao would have outdamaged him on the ram. Coming in on the Dickerback, somebody gets him, so on to the heavy, and now he's dead. Two quick kills, and now they have the lead in the fight. Nobody left in town, though. So what he's going to do now is potential for tanks down here, potential for tanks up in here. Some of these guys may be moving this way. Some of them may be coming back to defend. He's going to move up into the middle to where he can spot the tanks no matter which way they're going. And here you see the T-29 moving down to the south. If anybody's moving up to the north as he comes across the middle, he'll see them as well. So he's giving him chance. He's maximizing his chance of spotting all the enemy. He's gonna get to snipe this guy.
Critical hit.
And unlike other films where you see him switching to HE in a case like this, against the Tiger, he's probably just going. I mean, where he switches to heat. Against the Tiger, he's probably going to keep HE as he did because the heat just isn't as effective. It has enough armor that it defeats the heat a lot. You end up with too many bounces. He got lit up, so he took a quick shot at the 122 because he hadn't noticed. He hadn't seen which way the guy was pointed until as he took the shot. So he had to back out to save his tank, just in case it was pointed at him, and now he knows it's not. Gets a shot at the T-29. Maybe. Guy's mostly behind rocks. That's a very tough shot with HE, because if you're not targeted on something, it throws the shell high. But look, this TD doesn't seem to care that he's been popped at. Now he gets hit again. This time he doesn't know where he's getting shot from. 3 tanks to go. He can shoot the back of him. We'll take a blind shot at him. And that T-29 just isn't giving up shots to him, so I think he's going to come down here and either look for Artie or flank the 122. There's the artillery, so now I know he's going to go for the Artie. Bang! Who put that building there? Oh, and he sees that he can get a shot on the 122. Gets the kill. Gotta stay flexible when that little window opens. You gotta take it quick before it closes. And now it's off to the M44. There the guy is. That was a prayer shot. As you see, the guy was blocked off from this shot. So he's moving to his right, so he's gonna go left and come right behind him and just get to sit here and wait and tease him if he wants to. 1 tank to go. The IS, we already know it is up in here. So now it becomes a matter of approaching without being seen. Because if the guy sees him from too far away and his turret's pointed this way, Akao's a dead tank. But he has superior view range. He was able to see the tank and the fact that its turret's pointed this way, so now he's taking a more evasive route, coming over to the right and going to use the rocks to mask his approach and probably pop out from behind him and take him out. Buildings are great to have, but sometimes they can just be pesky. So he gets a shot, gets a crit, and doesn't do any damage. TD's coming in from the exact same angle, and you already know what I think about that. That's just stupid play. Don't come in from the same angle as your teammate. Come in from a different angle and force your opponent to decide which way he's going to try to defend. Ooh, and now he's pointing his turret at Akao. Now the Nation is doing better. He's coming in from the other side. So now the IS is going to have to decide which way he wants his turret. Gets some damage. Doesn't get a kill. Guys turn back the other way. This is all she wrote here, folks. That is for the win, for the 6th kill, and for the top gun. And for the Hall of Fame. Because that's the kill and damage that probably tipped him past the Hall of Fame point. He ends up with 2,187 damage. 6 kills on 16 of 25 shooting. That's 64%. Got 2,505 spotting damage with 9 spots. Made 18,352 credits. And XP wise, he earned 2,430. Survived the fight. Got a Top Gun, Patrol Duty, and Scout hero medals, battle hero medals, to go along with Spotter, Bruiser, Fire for Effect mini medals. So his battle score is 2,510 points. Like I said, it's good for 3rd place. He told his team where he was going to go spot, and he don't really, and he did what I'm about to describe. You don't really tell them where you're going. It's like you don't say, I'm going to F7. You say like spots coming in B7 and B8, and you click on those. You just say spots coming here or something to that effect, and then you click on this square and click on this square. Show them where you are going to see enemy tanks. So if they want to get damage or set up, they can. In this case where you have artillery, the artillery, if they want early damage, knows where to aim in at with a good expectation of getting something to shoot at. And then when it got too hot over there, because like I said, these people will move up this alley road, and then you have to move out. He moved to the middle and got rewarded with a Chaffee making just poorly timed sprint to the north, and it let a KO just blast him from behind, and that's no contest. The 105 destroys Chaffee's. Moved around in the middle, started moving over to the west, and the T-37 came buzzing through. And he got to ram him for big damage and a kill. And then he came over and helped over here. Yes, helped over here. At that point, the town had been blown up by the enemy team. And so, not knowing whether the heavies would go north or come back in south, or potentially both, he moved up to the middle road to where he could look both ways and spot tanks no matter which way they went, which is an excellent move on his part. And he got some spots. Got to snipe a Tiger to the north, and then he came back and helped snipe the TD. Trump wanted to get this 29, but he was behind these rocks down here, and he just couldn't pull off a shot. So finally, he's like, screw this, I'm going to go try to circle around and come in behind him, and saw the Arty. And then he took him out, TD, then Arty, and then IS at the end. With the artillery, he saw which way the artillery was moving, so he moves the opposite way using buildings as cover and pops out. The artillery has absolutely no chance in the world of winning that engagement because he's caught looking the wrong way. Paying attention to what the mini-map tells you and correctly analyzing and assessing its impact and its meaning allows you to waltz through fights like this and end up with Top Guns and patrol duties and scouts and the Hall of Fame. Akao back into the hall in his VK 2801 in Fisherman's Bay. Happy hunting.